What's up guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at Borderlands Game of the Year Edition. We're running the Ultra preset at 1080p. We've got VSync off and the frame rate uncapped. Alright, so here we are at 15 watts and we're getting about 60 FPS. I'm going to go ahead and start this counter so we can see the average as we run around. And I would imagine in the town here it's probably going to be a little bit lower than when we run out. But let's go ahead and do a little bit of combat and just see where we wind up. Take these dogs out. All right, so it looks like we're getting about 62 FPS. We did get some spikes on this frame time graph right here, down to about 17, but overall, it's a very stable game compared to some other games. And let's go ahead and knock that wattage up. All right, so here we are at the 18 watts, and you can see the FPS hasn't changed much. So we're gonna go ahead and start the counter again, kind of stay around here in the same area just to see if it does improve a little bit. And it looks like we're getting a bit more FPS, not a lot. I actually thought the bump from 15 to 18 watts would cause a bit more of an increase in FPS than it is. Still a decent little bump, but nothing too extreme. You can also see right here the VRAM, that's important, that's on the GPU. I have 5 gigs assigned to this, which you can assign an armory crate instead of the default 4, and it's only using 2. So it's not a very demanding game, which is really good. We are using quite a bit of system RAM though. They're at about 9.1 gigs. And overall, we got about 73 at 18 watts, and it really depends drastically where you're looking and where you're at. So let's go ahead and reset that counter. All right, so here we are at 30 watts and we're getting about 80 FPS. Let's go ahead and start that clock again, just see what we get for our averages. And anytime you look down here, if you see a little spike, that's pretty much a stutter. So if you see a lot of those, then that's an issue. But on this game, that is a very smooth line. Occasionally we're getting a spike, which is causing these 19 FPS 0.1% lows, but this is one of the smoother games that I've tested on here. All right, we'll go ahead and do just a little bit of combat over here. All right, so it looks like we're getting right at 81 FPS. That's really good. I'll go ahead and pause the timer here. And 81, 63 for those 1%, and 19 for the 0.1s. That's at 30 watts. This is 1080p on ultra settings. The game looks fantastic running on here. Also, if you made it to the end, if you prefer full screen like this, definitely let me know because I could film it either way. I kind of like doing handheld so I can point things out when I see them, like a stutter and whatnot, but either way works for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.